Hello, everyone. I'm Natalia Bilbao, and here's what's happening in LA this week. An unprecedented collaboration between law enforcement and the Los Angeles Superior Court has resulted in a new program to address gun violence. It will allow for more firearm relinquishment, especially in cases of domestic violence.
We're here at the police headquarters where this morning we announced a partnership with the LA Superior Courts as well as the LA Sheriff's Department to take on the issue of people who are the subject of a domestic violence restraining order. The law prohibits them from possessing a firearm.
As a result of this unprecedented collaboration, the court, along with the LAPD and the Sheriff's Department, have now secured what will, I'm sure, be a game-changing grant to address gun violence in our communities head-on.
I have been working on issues related to domestic violence and gun relinquishment orders all year, and the alignment of that with this funding for this grant to actually start this program countywide is something that's really exciting and a right step in the right direction.
When you have a court order and it prohibits somebody from carrying a firearm, that information will go directly to the LA County Sheriff's Department or the Los Angeles Police Department, so then we can go investigate. And at the end of the day, this is about making sure that somebody who shouldn't possess a firearm doesn't possess one, and more importantly, can't hurt somebody with it.
Last year we saw 17 people that were killed as part of a domestic violence incident, 9 of them by a firearm, so there's a real need for this.
We know that armed abusers are 1 in 5 times more likely to actually kill a female victim, and guns are often used as methods of coercion and control over victims. So getting those out of the hands of people who may misuse them or even potentially commit a violent crime is essential to public safety.
Creating a welcoming space for recreation is worthy of a celebration. With the doors opening on a revitalized Lincoln Heights Recreation Center, it was time to welcome everyone to see the new and improved facilities, which will serve up to 40,000 local community members.
What a great day for CD1. Today we're reopening the Lincoln Heights Recreation Center for our young people and families. The park has a renovated basketball court, renovated jungle gym, a brand new soccer field, a turf field for the young people here.
We have fitness area equipment, we got new shade structures, our kitchen and our bathrooms have been renovated.
We have at least 40,000 people surrounding the park. And that is something that's really important to recognize because it's a neighborhood that doesn't have a lot of front yards or backyards. So these spaces and the fact that we have this space open is very important for a community.
I think it is going to be a change for the community. Being a lot safer, cleaner, and more accessible for the kids. We make sure that the kids are safe and they got a place to go.
So I welcome everybody to come and check out the newly renovated Lincoln Heights Recreation Center and also our newly renovated senior center right next door. This is a place that's multi-generational where you see community members who are seniors, members who are young people and families, but just come and join us for a good time.
We came together to celebrate this moment, not only for the community, but for everybody that was involved in the project, to bring it for everybody to enjoy safe and accessible park here in their neighborhood.
To find out more about your Los Angeles park facilities and programs, visit the Department of Recreation and Parks online at LAParks.org. Some of LA's public housing stock is now 80 years old, so it takes more than a rehab to bring the homes up to 21st century standards. At Rose Hill Courts, residents can now thrive in the completed first phase of the site's redevelopment.
We're
We're here to celebrate the first phase of the redevelopment of an 80-year-old public housing site called Rose Hill Courts. It was built back in the 1940s at that time, and so it's taken a number of years to get to this point, but we've got our beautiful first phase is done. We want to celebrate it and prepare for the second phase.
We were selected by the Housing Authority of the City of LA. It was actually 10 years ago. And initially, the idea was to renovate the existing public housing project. But as we looked into it, there were so many environmental concerns that would have had to be addressed, which would have been problematic for the residents, and had so much cost, decision was made to tear down and start over.
We try to build first. We don't want any displacement. Everybody's given the right of return into the new housing. So we work very closely with the current residents out here. And on all these sites, we're building at least twice as many replacement housing units as we're tearing down.
They're going to be having 185 units available for individuals, low income. Many will be eligible for the voucher programs of Section 8, and I understand that they're actually doubling the amount of spaces for affordable units for our community. The people need to have better space, affordability, and safety for their children and families. So I'm delighted to be here. This is a wonderful opportunity to celebrate the Rose Hills Court grand opening.
HACLA deals with a lot of different kinds of housing, but if you check the website, there are sites that are listed, not just public housing sites and how you get into that, Section 8 and its various programs, and also private market rate housing that we own and we advertise that we keep at very low rent. So there's a wealth of information at hacla.org.
On any given day, about 600,000 Angelenos are suffering from poverty. LA's Community Investment for Families Department is tackling the issue head-on. At a recent workshop, community partners worked together to come up with tangible solutions to prevent and alleviate poverty in LA.
In our city, we have over 600,000 Angelenos that are impacted by poverty on any given day. And so today's event is an opportunity to bring us back and center us in what we know we can identify, strategies and tangible solutions to alleviate poverty in our region. Today's event also creates an opportunity for us to share a new data dashboard that is available through this partnership with the USC. And what it does is it has new data that has never been available to us before, and it has poverty data by council district, and it includes various fields and demographic information that is useful to us as we're making these policy decisions.
I represent an area that, in addition to having Coliseum and LA Live and SC and Expo Park, it's also home to a lot of poverty. More than half the folks in my district are at the poverty level. Unemployment is high, resources are low. And so we want to make sure that we're doing all we can to make the resources available and accessible to those in need.
I think it's special because CIFD, especially when I think about the work that I've done, like this really is a preventative measures and department that keeps our folks out of the criminal justice system, that keeps our folks from falling into homelessness, that gives them access to car seats, the little things that really help our communities get to places where they could thrive.
I think that the focus on working together, crossing silos, and people talking to each other as opposed to going back to their desk and working, individually on a problem as complicated as poverty is something that came out of today.
At CIFD, we believe that poverty is a solvable problem, and we know that by working together, we have an incredible opportunity to leverage our collective impact, to leverage our resources, and bring those resources to bear so that we can have a conversation, and more importantly than a conversation, an action plan that helps to address poverty in a real systemic way in our city. You can learn more about this work by visiting our website at LAForFamilies.org.
The equation for coastal scenery is sun, sea, and sand. The sun is back out. The sea is calmer. But the storms have left the sand covered in trash. It's time for a beach cleanup. Community members didn't hesitate to get out and start filling bags to help get the beach at Playa del Rey clean again.
So we are out here at Toes Beach in Playa del Rey, partnering with Heal the Bay, Friends of Bayona Wetlands, Friends of the Jungle, LMU, and other local community organizations doing a beach cleanup. Due to the recent storms and the failure of the trash interceptor at Bayona Creek, an excessive amount of garbage and litter washed up on our local beaches, and so we're out here today doing our part to help clean up the mess.
As we were walking, I saw a gentleman that lives in the area that says he comes out daily, and he had his little cleanup stick and his trash bag. And as much as I'd like to say only one person can't do it all, but if everybody comes out, each one person can do their part. And I think that would be very helpful to the community.
Well, we need to remain diligent, because if we're not out here, this beach is going to be filthy. It's going to be a safety hazard. You're going to have styrofoam, plastics, needles, and several different things that not only pollute the beach, but cause a safety hazard for the people that are on it.
I don't think that we need to wait for anyone to pick up trash. We don't have to wait for an event. We should just go ahead and pick up trash ourselves from the beach, from the city, and take ownership of that and promote environmental stewardship.
So in order to reduce the amount of plastic we find on our beaches, we like to turn to our communities and reduce the amount of plastic that we're using, especially that single-use plastic. So say no to single use, and we reduce the amount of plastic on our beaches.
It reminds us how interconnected our ocean, our infrastructure, and our behavior as human beings really is. And it's incumbent upon all of us to do our part to protect our ocean and our natural resources here in the city of Los Angeles.
Funding for Los Angeles homeless services, free sandbags at LAFD stations, and Los Angeles Police Department appoints a new interim chief. These stories up next on City Beat.
Los Angeles City and County will see an increase in federal funding to support housing and services for homeless individuals under the Continuum of Care Program Awards. The U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, HUD, funds Continuum of Care, and the programs are administered by the Los Angeles Homeless Services Authority, LAHSA. LAHSA is set to receive $10.26 million for 435 new units of permanent supportive housing in 2 developments. In addition, LAHSA will receive $1.4 million of HUD funding for 47 beds that will be directed to domestic violence survivors experiencing homelessness. For more information, visit lahsa.org/newsroom. To prepare for rainstorms and emergencies, Los Angeles Fire Department, LAFD, provides free ready-to-fill sandbags year-round at all neighborhood fire stations. Properly filled and placed sandbags are best used to divert moving water and redirect debris flow away from property. Sandbagging in flood control is labor-intensive and could lead to injury. Follow safety guidelines and consider a licensed contractor for large or special needs. LAFD provides up to 25 free sandbags per household, but is not able to fill, deliver, install, or remove the sandbags. Sand is also available for free at select fire stations. And while sand is most desirable, local soil can also be used to effectively fill sandbags. For more information, go to LAFD.org. The Los Angeles Police Commission has appointed Los Angeles Police Department, LAPD, Assistant Chief Dominic Choi as the interim chief of police. The son of Korean immigrants, Choi began his career with the LAPD in 1995 after earning his bachelor's degree from the University of Southern California. Appointed by unanimous vote of the 5-member police commission, beginning in March of 2024, Choi will be LAPD's 58th chief and the first of Asian descent. Choi will serve as the interim chief while the search for a permanent LAPD chief continues, and by accepting the interim role, he is ineligible to apply. For more information, please visit mayor.lacity.gov.
We're here today at one of our new family source centers in the LAParks area. This year, we're opening 20 family source centers across the city in the areas of the city with the highest rate of poverty. We're also here to announce the launch of the 2024 Free Tax Prep campaign.
Helping folks do their taxes and make sure that they get the earned income tax credit and all the other different incentives that put more money in people's pockets.
Our Free Tax Prep LA campaign focuses on reaching low-wage workers, and oftentimes people don't realize that they're leaving money unclaimed. In our region, we leave approximately $500 million unclaimed in the earned income tax credit alone. And we know that these tax credits can be powerful tools to help lift families out of poverty.
There's tons of state and federal incentives that a lot of low-income earners just don't take advantage of. People can literally have thousands of dollars in their pockets. Those programs are there, and sometimes folks don't do their taxes, but we want them to do it so they can get money.
We have 20 community partners that have now converted themselves into free tax preparation services.
All of the services are free, confidential, safe, and secure. Go to LAForFamilies.org. They can see a list of their center and their community, and then also access free tax preparation services.
Helping community members get work ready. That's the aim of the City of LA's Economic Workforce Development Department, which recently held a job and resource fair with lots of opportunities on location in El Sereno.
We're having a job and resource fair for the community. One hasn't been done in a really long time. So a majority are the residents of El Sereno, Lincoln Heights, the surrounding areas. We have a slew of different jobs and resources, medical services, or if they need free tax program, they're more than welcome to come in and enroll with us and take advantage of those programs.
This gives us an opportunity, especially men like myself, who've just come from elongated incarceration. I've been gone 48 years, and the world is new to me. So I'm out just trying to get my life together, and this event is a huge help. We get a chance to change our attitudes by changing our outlook on life and everything. It's wonderful, man.
We're trying to bridge the gap from the stigma of not getting heard or seen, and we're not going to turn away nobody with our services. So that's the reason why we're here.
They can be self-sufficient. You know, we want them to rely on themselves as opposed to anyone else, and we do want them to better themselves.
One of my favorite things here was the educational resource. Programs in colleges, or if you need high school diplomas, or whatever you need to help you become work ready. They're offering it freely. It's so life enriching, man. I would love for anybody to have this opportunity. This is wonderful, man. This is really wonderful.
At the opening ceremony for the City of LA's African American History Month, the stage was set to honor entertainment icons. These living legends and Hall of Famers stepped into the spotlight for us to honor their cultural contributions to the city and the nation.
Today, we are celebrating African American History Month, which is over 70 years that the Los Angeles area has collaborated with our Author Study Club, one of the nonprofit organizations whose job it is to make sure that we increase the awareness about African American contributions to America in general and Los Angeles in particular, pushing literacy and making sure that Americans know about contributions made by people of the African American experience. Today, we are able to examine the contributions and achievement of living legends in the entertainment field, as well as those who are in different fields of human endeavor. So today, in a summary, we honor the living legends and the Hall of Famers, those who reflect African American contributions that we want to share with others, and we want to increase the awareness about the impact that they have made to improve not only this country, but in many ways, they've helped to improve Los Angeles as well.
Today, I'm going to be honored as a living legend in the arts, along with other luminaries as well. It's overwhelming. It's something that I treasure because even though I've received other awards likewise, about living legends, I keep saying to myself, oh my, are they honoring me because I've survived so many years in this industry? I'm still performing. I'm 81 years old, and survival is the key.
We are very happy to continue this legacy. It speaks to the role that government should make. Division among many of the social ills that we have had in society has caused many people to worry about, as minorities, can we be included? And so when you look at the programs that the City of Los Angeles is implementing, we want to thank Mayor Karen Bass, and we want to thank the City Council of Los Angeles for including those of us who are African American in government programs. This program reflects their vision, and we are appreciative of that.
In this week's Things to Do, enjoy a Black History Month celebration, join a Lunar New Year block party, and see the exhibit This Light of Ours. All this up next on Things to Do.
Dive into an afternoon of aquatic fun for the whole family. The City of Los Angeles Recreation and Parks Department presents Black History Month celebration at the Michelle and Barack Obama Sports Complex. Enjoy music and games as well as swim lessons for all ages, aqua aerobics, and a chance to learn how to surf and kayak. Check out all that Play LA and LAParks have to offer at this aquatic health and fitness fair taking place at the Michelle and Barack Obama Sports Complex. This free, family-friendly fair Black History Month celebration takes place on Saturday, February 24th from 1 p.m. For more information, see the Events tab at LAParks.org. Lankershim Arts Center is hosting a block party to celebrate Lunar New Year 2024. It's the Year of the Dragon, which is forecast to bring opportunities our way. And the City of LA's Department of Cultural Affairs welcomes everyone to this free community festival on Lankershim Boulevard. The Lunar New Year block party will offer a street fair with performers, food trucks, and traditional Korean Lunar New Year games for all to enjoy. This is a free event open to the public taking place at Lankershim Arts Center on Saturday, February 24th from 10 a.m. For more information on this Lunar New Year block party, head to culturela.org/events. As part of African American History Month, catch a special free viewing of a current exhibit at the Skirball Cultural Center. This Light of Ours, activist photographers of the Civil Rights Movement, displays the work of 9 photographers who were affiliated with the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee. The City of Los Angeles Reparations Advisory Commission is hosting a free viewing of This Light of Ours at the Skirball on Tuesday, February 20th at 10 a.m. Following the viewing, the Commission will host a fireside chat connecting the Civil Rights Movement to the City of LA's current reparations initiative. To RSVP to this free viewing of This Light of Ours, visit the link at LA Civil Rights on Facebook, Instagram, or X. And that's a look at some things to do.
And that's all for this week. I'm Natalia Bilbao, and from all of us here at LA This Week, thank you so much for joining us. Remember that you can watch us online anytime at lacityview.org, and we're also on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube. See you next time for more LA This Week.